What is up, party people? It's your boy Nick here with another video. This one's gonna be a simple oil change on Mrs. Nick's Kia Sorento. And I thought, why not make a video? Content, right? So check it out. Hey y'all, but first, some of y'all probably wondering, hey Nick, why you always wearing Denver Broncos stuff? Denver, are you from Denver? Nah, actually, I'm not. I'm here from North Carolina. Y'all want to hear the story? Man, let me tell you the quick story. So y'all, I was around 10 years old, and I grew up with my cousin, hanging out with my cousin most of the time. His name's Eric. And they were into football and watching sports and stuff. But I liked basketball mostly. I wasn't into watching football much like they were. And like I said, we were about 10 years old. And around Christmas time, and my cousins were like, well, we get ready to do some shopping for some sports stuff for Christmas, and we want to get you something. What's your favorite football team? Man, I didn't know, like I said, nothing about football. I said, well, I really don't know. And they said, I'll tell you what, we'll pick out a team for you, and we'll get that for you. We'll get you a jersey and probably a ball cap for Christmas. Does that sound good? I said, sure. So it comes Christmas time, and they say, oh, we got you your present. Remember we told you we were going to get you something? So I open it up, and it's a nice little jersey, and I think it was a pair of socks or something. But it was the Denver Broncos. So my cousin, he bust out laughing. Denver Broncos, they suck. I got you. And he was a Dallas Cowboy fan. Now, the Dallas then, in the late 70s, were pretty popping, and they were a hard-to-beat team. And Broncos, not so much. So, I mean, I kind of put my head down. I said, oh, okay, that's nice. You know, I'll still wear it. I like it. So I said, you know what? Man, I'm going to fix them, man. You know what? I'm a Denver Bronco fan from now on. Denver Broncos for life. I'm going to follow that team, and we're going to show them something. So, y'all, I always remember that time my cousin laughed at me about them Denver Broncos. Now, this was pre-Peyton Manning and John Elway days. So I said, all right, I'm going to stick with the Denver Broncos, and that's going to be my team. And then them late 90s hit, and we won them back-to-back Super Bowls. Boy, I got up with my cousins, and I said, what's up now? Cowboys? Man, he laughed. He said, okay, you got me. And I've been with them ever since. So that's why, y'all, I be sporting the Denver Broncos. That's my story. Anyway, y'all, enough of that. Let's go ahead and get to this oil change and see what we're working with today. Alrighty, another hot, humid day here in North Carolina. I got the fan running, but I got the vehicle up on ramps. The wheels are chalk. Yes, I trust these ramps. I've used them for many years. It ain't going nowhere. Now, if I was working under the car for a long period of time, I would go ahead and put it on jack stands. But this is just a quick oil change. I know things happen in a second in the comments. I know. But I'm just gonna reach under there and open up the oil drain and pop right back out. So trust me, we'll be fine. First, get this oil catch pan under here. Right about there. And this is calling for a 17 millimeter socket on this 2016 Kia. Little lefty loosey towards the passenger side. This pan ready. Catch. Sorry about that fan noise, y'all. I'm gonna just take this oil pan drain out, drain the old oil. so we can go in with the new. Yep, there it is. Alright, I added some light so y'all can see under here a little bit better. But I'll wait till it gets to like a drip, 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 like that. And then I'll go ahead and put my bolt back in. Should be good enough. Something like about right there. So after we got that drain there out that oil pan, next we're gonna replace this oil filter, which is right in front of it, right about here. So I'm gonna get that loose and let the little bit of oil that's in there drain out. Go. See if I can get the rest. Yeah, we can get the rest of it with a hand. It's a little messy, but the oil is still warm too. Let that drain. Now these oil filters have a rubber gasket on there to keep it sealed tight, prevent leaks. Make sure when you take this oil filter off that rubber gasket is attached to this filter, because if it's still attached up here and you go to put the new filter on there, you're gonna have two gaskets on there, and what you're gonna have is a mess, because that thing's gonna leak. So make sure that gasket didn't stick up top there. Try to get this oil change finished up, because look at the skies there. Remember I was telling you about that hot humidity? Look what's coming this way. See what I'm saying? Welcome to North Carolina. So on this model Kia, it calls for the oil cap, 5W20 motor oil. And I'm going with Walmart Spina Super Tech, full synthetic, 5W20. And with good old Fram oil filter replacement. Yes. So here's the Fram oil filter I'm getting ready to put back on there. And there's that rubber gasket I was telling you about. Before you do, it's just a little dab of this fresh oil on it. I'm trying to put it on my glove finger here with one hand. And rub it here on this gasket here. There you go. So that won't be dry fitting when you put it back on there. And some people fill these up with oil and put back on there. Yeah, I don't. I make sure I got oil on the seal, put it on there, fill her up with oil, start her up, let her go. I ain't never had no problem. Alrighty, back up underneath the car. Reinstall this oil filter. And you notice it's got this handy dandy grip on the bottom, so you can get a good grip on it and pretty much hand tighten these things. Rule of thumb is, or at least my rule of thumb is, once it just starts to slow down, like it's getting tight, you look at it and give it another 3/4 turn around, About another 3/4, almost there where I can see the frame. Bam. That should be good, plenty and tight. Hand tighten. Ain't never had no problem. Alrighty, back up top here. Found me a funnel to refill. I'm going with the, like I said, 5-weight 20 full synthetic. Now this is a 5-quart jug, and we're putting all 5 quarts in there. That's what it's calling for. Now, you're pouring this and you hear something running underneath the car, dripping, in Houston, you got a problem. You forgot to put a screw back in or get your oil filter tight or something. So keep an ear out on that. Ask me how I know. Been there, done that before. Now ain't nothing to do but crank it up. Check for leaks. Make sure you ain't got no leaks underneath. Alrighty. Been running for about 5 minutes. No leaks around the oil filter or the oil pan. Only thing dripping is the AC water. It's because I got the AC on. All right, party people, that's it. The oil change on the Kia Sorento. Y'all please hit that like button, share it out, replay it, hook your boy up, and your boy Nick as usual. We'll see you in the next one. Appreciate you.